you understand the situation that's present at hand. So can you just give us a brief overview of your version of events that's happened today?
All right. So I got a call from Aaliyah that apparently somebody had planted a gun in her car, and she was interrogated at the prison and she needed a pickup. So I went over there. She got in my car. We drove off. She said, "Bring me to the apartments, please." So I brought her over there. And then my plan was to leave until you, Marshall Dark, questioned the other female that was there, who was just a bystander, by the way. She was in no way, shape, or form informed or like aware of anything. But I was supposed to go see her pretty shortly around that time. Um, I was supposed to just drive off with her, and then you asked me to stay to wait, so I did. And then Leah came running back down, and not wanting to just leave a friend hanging. I picked her up. We drove away. Um, we got out, as far as I'm aware, but somehow the cops were able to get back on us. And then well, I got spiked. I got slammed into a wall, and then chased, tackled, and cuffed.
Okay.
That was like the collection to the event in my understanding.
Okay. All right. So, Bruce, you got a clean record, right?
I do, yeah.
Okay. What do you do for a living, Bruce? Because you seem like a decent guy.
Yeah, I run quite a lot of businesses. But clean record or not, if a friend in need asks for help, then you help, right? I'm a
Mm,
principle of when people need help, you help.
man of
But yeah,
honor. Okay.
I I run. I am a manager at the battalion, one of the food places at the food court. I'm also a business partner at the Papstock podcast, the only and longest running podcast in this city.
Sorry, just repeat that one again. What was that? You're the last business you worked at.
A business partner at Papstock podcast, the longest and only running the longest and only running podcast in this city.
Okay. So, okay. So, you're a man of honor. Uh, you had a friend call you to come pick you up. Must be a pretty good friend. You and Aaliyah known each other a long time.
I wouldn't even say we're that good of friends, but manners make it to the men, right? If if Carmine would have called me, before he became a police officer, I would have even offered him help. Like if a friend doesn't even have to be a good friend, if a friend calls for help, I help. No questions asked.
Okay. Now, I, I think I believe you. I do. I do believe you. But what's the nagging at the back of my head is just that I think that this probably would have happened before. Like a friend probably would have called you up before and asked to get away from the police, and like the way probability works is you probably would have been caught before now. So I guess what I'm asking is, why now? What was so important that Aaliyah had to call you for that you know, stop being chose to stop
It was
being a clean
just,
person?
I think it was just a chance slash luck. I had texted her if she had time to call me because of um, a one of our employees at the battalion, as she's a manager there as well. That's how we met. Like most of our talks are literally just about the pizza place, and the people we hire on, the people we gotta fire, people who haven't been doing a good job, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
There was an employee that um, I accidentally fired, but he hasn't been working, so I wanted to have a discussion with her if we were gonna keep him fired or not. And I guess when she saw the text, she was like, "I'm calling him and ask him for help." Like, I don't know the reason why. Like I guess it's just luck, or shit luck in this case.
Right.
So just so I've got that clear. Is it did she call somebody else or did she just call you?
No,
You don't know. Okay.
I don't know. No, she called me because I asked her to call me about business stuff, and then she said that she needed a pickup. I don't know if she called anyone else. Like I mentioned, I was even planning on just leaving the apartments. I had no idea she was gonna come run back out. And from what I've heard, she got caught with weapon trafficking, which I have read into the charges quite a bit. Means that whatever the fuck she did something stupid, and I was unaware of that.
What did she say specifically on the phone to you when she asked for a pickup?
She said, like I said, that a gun was planted in her car and it wasn't her. And uh, she said that she needed help. I don't think she said more than that.
It's pretty dangerous thing to respond to, don't you think?
Can I ask a clarifying question? So you said that she said to you that somebody had planted a gun in a car, right?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Did she say she's witnessed somebody do it, or she
And
just found a gun in a car?
she said in those words, somebody planted a gun in my car. That's all I know. That's all she said. On the topic of it's a dangerous thing, I mean, listen, obviously, we've
All
just
the
met.
guidance are coming back clean.
As I don't get into trouble with the
Confirmed.
law, as we can
Other than that
definitely
one that,
see
like,
from my record,
it's in evidence, but it doesn't.
I'm not afraid to, help a friend no matter how dangerous it is, right? Like, again, I go through fire and flame for friends, no matter like, how good of a friend they are or not, right? And even if that gets my ass burned like it does today, um, if a friend calls and they need help, I'll help. But obviously, I wasn't aware that she was having fucking. Can I be told how many guns she was holding on her?
No, we can't. We obviously can't reveal that kind of information at this time.
Yeah, I like okay. How many it was? It doesn't matter. I was not aware.
Rose, I got a question for you, Rose.
Yes, Carmine.
You
Yes, in
said,
Turkey, they can get good heart transplants for you. Yes, they can.
I like the pizza spot. There's good pizza there. But I got a question for you, Bruce. Who else was involved in this? You wanted to help, or who else helped you with it?
Well,
Did you know
I
of?
got hit into a wall, and then I yelled on radio for a pickup. I don't know what happened to Leah. She ran one way, I ran another. I wasn't really sure what she was doing or where she was going, what her plan was. I called on radio, and then Shlomi, the other individual that got arrested, tried to come help me. I tried to get in his car. His car got rammed from the front. I got smacked by the door in my face. Had to get medical because of that. And then I got arrested.
There's no one else?
No.
And why did Leah go to the apartments if she had a gun planted on her?
No. I don't know. I don't know.
What would you
Maybe
do if
she
someone
was.
planted a gun on you?
I mean, I would try to fight it out with the, like fight it out with words. Obviously, like let me clarify that. Fight it out with words and try to resolve the situation. I don't know. Like, listen, you're asking me questions. I cannot answer you, Carmine. I cannot tell
You
you
can't,
what she was
answer what you
thinking.
would do?
What I would do. I just told you what I would do.
Fight it out with who?
Oh, words. Like talk about it. Try to resolve the situation. like
Go with-
I'm trying to
but
do
Go
now.
with who? With us?
I mean, no, with Santa Claus, yeah, with the police.
Could have said that. You have a gun license, right?
I do, yes.
In the process of getting that gun license, the course they take you through, they tell you what to do when a situation like this happens. You remember what they told you to do?
A gun gets planted on you, that's never been mentioned.
No, what would a responsible gun owner do if a gun was planted on them? They run to their apartment?
I can't tell you that. You're asking me questions. You're asking me to answer on her behalf. I can't do that.
So, if I can elaborate, so obviously, you receive the phone call to pick her up, and you go to pick her up, and she gets in your car, right? What do you have a conversation with then? Like, is anything said?
No, she said, drive me to the apartments. And then she was panicking. She was freaking out. She wasn't making sense. There were words coming out of her mouth that just sounded like a wild man's rambling.
Like any specific words? No, or
No, she was just like, please take me to the apartments. And then I think she said Bruce like 24 times. And I'm not even over exaggerating. I think she did, in fact, say Bruce 24 times. It seemed like she wasn't in the right state of mind.
she didn't mention anything about. So I guess the question that I want to know is, she didn't mention anything about the firearm, in from
Oh,
you.
I wasn't even aware. The only thing she said she had was a taser. She was like, listen, I don't know how she got out at the holding cell at Bolingbrook, I think it was, but she's like, I got a taser. I'm gonna tase my way out of here. I assume if she had a gun, she would have tried to use that. She would have been stupid.
He didn't mention that
Regardless,
before.
but I wasn't aware that she was holding a gun, and especially not that many. And I would have obviously, done things differently if I was aware she was holding those guns. Helping a friend out is one thing. Fucking trying to help her out with a shit ton of guns on her, that's a different story.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you have kind of stated that, if a friend calls, it doesn't matter how good a friend they are or whatever, right? You answer the call,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, okay, of course. And in situations, yeah, but this is obviously a little bit of a different situation, right? It's just like, if they call me up and they're like, I just killed 15 cops, can you come pick me up? And I'm like, I'm going to skip on that. Like, obviously, I'm not trying to get into the trouble with the law. As, I've been here for 8+ months, and like, my record's clean. I'm a businessman. I try not to dabble into
Well, you
problems
can.
too much.
Well, yeah. You see, the problem that I have here is that you're obviously saying these things, right? As obviously, a legitimate business owner and a person with a legal weapons license. It's concerning to hear that, especially in a alleged crime like this, you understand the concern.
No, not with me. I never brandished my firearm, never threatened to shoot anyone with it, nor did I ever pull it, or threaten anyone with it in any shape or form. Never misused my gun. As Carmine nicely worded before, a responsible gun owner, if it ever got robbed off me, which has happened, as I run G6 quite often, I I get robbed quite often, right? So every time I do have my gun stolen, I report it stolen nicely. Even if I have to come back 4 times to the PD, which happens at times.
I don't think you're quite
But no,
grasping the gravity of the situation here, so.
no, I definitely am. But I feel like I am getting targeted with a charge, or at least some form of it, while I was completely unaware and not involved in it. Like, you've got me for helping somebody flee and at the act of fleeing.
Listen. I think you're a good guy with good intentions. I think we can all agree here. I think that's true. I think you're a businessman, a civilian. And I don't want to push this charge. I don't want to hit you with accessory to weapons trafficking, because that's a life-changing charge. Like that's world-shattering. That changes you from a good, honest man with businesses, and you're not a felon and a weapons license, to a felon without a weapons license and a criminal record. And you go to jail for years. I don't want that. Because I'm going to have to write bank subpoenas and phone subpoenas going back days, if not months, to search through your records to see whether or not you and Aaliyah have been in contact doing this shit for months. And I don't want to have to do that. Because you're a good man. And I think Aaliyah has spoken to you on this car ride, telling you what she had and what she's done. And I think you know things that you haven't told us yet. And I think
Tell
that
you with 100% honesty, I do not. I am not aware that she was holding
Honesty,
this
my
weapon.
ass, Bruce. You're a fucking liar, Bruce. You said it was you, Shlomi, and Aaliyah. There was another person on the radio, Bruce. Why are you lying? Because we're trying to help you, buddy.
Listen,
You're a fucking idiot, Bruce.
Listen. If anyone else was on the radio,
Bruce.
okay, Carmine. If anyone else was on the radio, it's a radio that more people have used. Yes, it's
You're gonna
not
keep
just
lying
us on the
to
radio.
me. You're gonna keep lying. Are you fucking serious?
There's
Are you
ways out of
serious?
this for you, but
Bruce, I swear to God,
listen to him, Bruce, because he's gonna fuck you. Listen to him. This calm man, okay? He fucks everybody up. But I'm not here to fuck you over, okay? I'm not here to fuck you over.
Officers, you can play good cop, bad cop all you want, okay? I was not aware of any of the guns. She has never ever mentioned to me anything about those guns. And if I fucking knew, like I told you, right? Okay, all right, let's put it like this, yeah, right? If I knew about the guns, right, like you mentioned, why would I try to get out away from the apartments when you pulled up? You stopped me there. You were the only reason I was still there. I would have pulled away. You literally saw me pull away, and you're like, hold on there for a second.
I understand. Listen, all you need to do is give us a little bit of information, and we can cut you loose. Okay? I'm gonna listen. Don't say anything right now. Okay? All you need to do, a little bit of information that you haven't already given us about Aaliyah, about what she's been doing, about what she said to you on the car ride. Don't say anything right now. We're gonna come back in the room in a few minutes. I'm gonna let you think about it. All right?
You don't have to come back in a few minutes. You
okay,
don't have
no.
to
Listen. It's absolutely fine. We're gonna be back in a few minutes. Okay, we're just gonna have a chat outside.
Do you need something?
Dixie's in BC as well.
What the hell are you saying, Lando? What does Dixie's back have to do with Loki's back?
You not take his back?
No.
No, I put a metal rod in his back.
Oh, I thought you took his back.
No.
No, he made Dixie straight.
Where's Carmine? What is he doing in there?
He's coming out the other door, the back door.
Just
No, he.
Well, obviously,
he blew his
you know,
back out and
there's
made it straight.
some of it's he's obviously very educated in what he's saying. I mean, look at the facts. He's a reputable business owner that will go through flames for anyone that calls. That's an immediate red flag. I think he's opened the scope because he's already admitted to full on. I helped her escape custody. So, I mean, you've got him by the balls on that one as well, because regardless of whether he knew or not, she still committed the offense, and he's a willing participant in that offense. So you've got him on that as well. Hello.
Hi there.
Who are you?
I'm Marshall Nova, or Gallagher.
Oh, hey, nice to meet you. I'm Loki.
Nice to meet you. Hey, Loki.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Like, what's the difference between felony obstruction and accessory?
Yeah.
About Oasis?
Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, God.
Oh,
Oh, God. Oh, God, I'm in the Marshall stack.
Come in the side, officer.
I'd advise against it. It's not in good faith. but you could technically, yes.
I think so. I'll just touch on what I just told Richard. So he's already admitted to being a willing accomplice to the crime. He, even though his denial of him knowing about the guns and stuff, I think is irrelevant to the point, because he said that he'll go through flames and fire for his friends if they call, regardless. And then he kind of backtracked and said that, well, it depends on the scale of what they're doing. I think we press him on his relationship more with her. We get on record him saying how long he's known her and how long he's had phone contact with her. Because yeah, I mean, this is a legitimate business owner who's just assisted in weapons trafficking.
Oh, he also admitted to the first gun. You guys have him for the charge.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Also, we need to mention the fact that he was actively on radio with a criminal. He already said that he was on radio with this Shlomi character, and I've looked him up.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he's already got, attempted murder of a government employee.
Yeah, this Shlomi is involved in this situation, so they already get like.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go check to see what they got
on that
from
radio.
Yeah, this is what I mean. It's like I don't know whether I don't think Elia wouldn't have been able to be on that radio unless she had a Civ radio, so I don't think that's possible.
Maybe. I think the problem is we need to know whether this was premeditated or if this is genuinely a random call.
I think that's what we're going to be able to find out through subpoenas, so through the hold and then the subpoenas.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to get.
Do you even need to hold it?
I think I'd.
It's either that or we put out a warrant for him after we let him free, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna leave that up to Nakoda. I'll be honest. I'm gonna leave that up to Nakoda. Yeah.
She was DOC guard. She's probably got guards that are her friends in there. We send her back in there. Isn't that gonna? I don't know.
From my investigation, I've been told explicitly the opposite. She is a close relationship with the lifers. If anything, I'd be far more concerned about her going to her lifer friends who she's already given equipment to and she getting well supplied.
Yeah, I was going to say a lot of the people there had said that today was one of the first times they've seen her on duty. Even Justice Bailey.
Yeah, that's what I said. I had a similar conversation with Justice Bailey, yeah.
So. Another question. If they push felony obstruction on Shlomi, and this goes to court, can they argue that Bruce should have had the same charges?
No, because Bruce came straight to Aaliyah at the prison to pick her up, like straight away at the incident,
okay.
And then Shlomi came like way after the fact, and
that was after a radio
was involved, was called. I see your point, Carmine. But I think the timeline of events is more important in that incident. That was more like
he initiated the crime with her.
Right, exactly. I think it was more because she, he was involved in I've committed a crime, I need a pickup, right? That was like the accessory type of situation, and so, and then versus, we're on the run, let me get on the radio and get this guy to come and, get these police out of the way.
So I've got a clarifying question. So obviously we have you mentioned the gun at DOC that went missing, right? This was was it a single gun that went missing from this box?
Yes, it was a single gun and two magazines.
Okay. So, and then she's gone from the prison to the apartment, right? And then did she actually go in an apartment?
We don't have confirmation. We saw her coming out. We saw her coming down from what I heard on the radio, police saw her coming down the stairs of the apartments.
So it's possible that she retrieved
from the apartments, yeah.
And his testimony would attest to that. He pretty much said she went to the apartments.
Mm-hmm.
She said, "Yeah, that was safe."
Right, let me go talk to Thingy Bob.
Okay.
I have no issues with you guys continuing the
You go for the lockdown since we're.
Hey, what did you guys get from? Oh,
she is going to remain silent. She wants a lawyer. She's not speaking without a lawyer. Period. End of story.
She said nothing.
I said, "Are you waiving your right to speak with us without a lawyer?" And she said no. So I immediately walked out of the room.
Oh.
Yeah. So I requested a lawyer on a larger scale. I don't know if anyone's answering that or not, but the issue is I think the new way things work now is we would send her on a 12-hour hold anyway, but we still need to raid her.
Does
and
it matter that
then-
she has keys to 4 properties?
No, because we can only go off of what's on her profile.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's the downside.
We still have to raid her,
Mhm.
and I mean,
You
she
should
had-
note down what.
Can you
Should we not
cross-reference
note
something
down
a second?
the properties at least?
they're
in
already
case
locked
any
down.
comes up?
They're already locked down.
Okay.
I had them locked down while we were literally in the pursuit of her. Also, hello. I'm so happy to see you.
I was going to say we'll have this conversation later.
That's okay. I'm just gonna say in the middle of this one, then go right back to talking about what's happening.
Okay.
So she had 5 guns that are her own. She had 1 gun that came back to Bobby Charles, but he reported it stolen, so it's clear. So I put recovered on his profile. She had 1 gun where it comes back to someone who just look up state ID 994. Because if we go into her properties and we find another 2 guns from this guy, we might not be going to sleep for a while.
Oh.
And apparently, according to this guy's profile, he went into the felony diversion program previously.
When you said it was her guns, right? Are you talking about government issued guns or just
Yeah, legally purchased firearms from the ammo store. 5 of them.
so they weren't government guns?
No. So they don't
Okay.
for DOC. They don't get guns.
They
period.
don't get. Okay, yeah.
But according to the new firearm legislation, they're only supposed to have 1 firearm anyway at a time.
Yeah.
And she came down from her apartment with 5 of her own plus the 2 others. So
Am I missing something? Who's this guy?
exactly.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, and he's got a lot of fucking properties too. He's a rich bloke.
Yeah, one of them at least can confirm is a warehouse.
The name rings a bell, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is it? I don't know. Anyway, this guy we've been speaking to definitely knew about the first gun. So she called him, knew about the first gun. She claimed, according to him, she claimed it was planted, but he knew about the first gun, said they planted a gun on me. I need a pickup. And he was willing to come do that. So I think we can absolutely, he knew that was happening, still came and assisted her, to get her out of there. He even mentioned that she was in, the old holding cell, I think he even said. And said she was going to tase her way out of there. So he was even aware that she was still in prison and stuff like that. So, yeah, he was very much aware. I think even from what we've got so far, I think, I think we can definitely still push, the accessory. He's not budging too much. They work together at, that's how they met. They worked together down at the pizza joint. What's it called, Nova? What did he say it was called?
What's that?
Oh fuck. Britannia
Britannia or something, yeah.
The British pizza place?
The British pizza place, yeah. He's also wearing a Mana shirt.
I put Britannian. Yeah, that's what I have.
He's wearing a Mana shirt and he's
Lovely.
and he's clean. As a
I mean,
whistle.
the thing that he said was, it doesn't matter if what kind of friend they are. Like, if they call, I come, right? He pretty much admitted that it doesn't matter what it is. He backtracked on it later and said it depends what it is. But pretty much he said he would risk things if, shit hit the fan. So,
Well, he certainly just risked it.
yeah, he did, yeah.
I think his property is locked down as well, because I don't know. Call me crazy. Someone gets accessory to weapons trafficking.
Food,
yeah,
I've got
yeah.
food. Anyone like food? I've got food.
I think there's a strong argument.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you think we should go for a warrant on him? I mean, his shit's locked down right now.
I mean, it's hard to say whether a warrant would necessarily stick. I mean, you've got the thing is she's gone somewhere, and we can't confirm. We can confirm with one gun, right? Because that was a gun that was in there. Then she's gone to an apartment, right? Which we have him saying, and then she's got another 5 or 6 guns, right? However many you said.
7.
So the question is, where is that empty now, and where was she going to put these? Right, you're not going to walk around with 7 guns,
Right.
right? So she must obviously have knew.
Okay.
Why would you go and get these 7 guns? Right, it feels like she's emptying it, but where's
Unless
she
you're
gonna put it?
transporting them, yeah.
I think
Yeah,
she had more guns on her and she was putting more away.
it's one or the other, right? But no, because she went in and out the apartments, didn't she?
Mm-hmm. Actually, she could have dropped anything off.
Oh, so you think
Just
that
not
she
had
was
enough
trying...
room for the rest of the guns.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, we're rating her stuff. We're talking about the guy who was driving.
Oh. Yeah.
I don't know whether
I think
we could articulate
think we
PC
can-
for his properties, I'll be honest. I think
Yeah.
maybe if we do a bit more digging into his bank and phone subpoenas and see if we can like look at like a history between them.
If
And
he's
then
got large transactions and
yeah,
stuff,
like
you know.
maybe like if he's paid her in the past and things like that, we can maybe articulate it then. But like right now, like we've got nothing to say that like we've got no.
He's got stuff in his.
Yeah, we've got nothing to say that he's got anything, in my opinion, anyway.
No,
Yeah,
I
that's
agree.
fair. That's fair. But we already have her one property and then the apartment too. So
Yeah.
Is
I
he
think we can do a
getting
little
an
more digging.
accomplice charge?
I think we can push it, in my opinion.
I think he should be.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm in agreement. Yeah, with what is stated on recording, 100%.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got the search warrant, Dakota, if you want to take a look at it.
Okay.
Okay, Nova, I'm happy for you to go back in and finish that interrogation. I'll just watch from the outside. I'll watch from the window. All right.
I just want to press him on his relationship more. You've got the actual recording, right? So I prefer like one of us have the recording.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I'll watch it from the window. I can still hear from the window.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
All right. Sorry.
But I need to go AFK for a sec.
Yeah. You have a house?
Done when she got into the car. It's
Hey,
definitely
Nova's
obstruction, but
gonna
it's
go
not
back in.
trafficking.
Nova's gonna go back in. So if anybody wants to go in with her and interrogate, I'm just gonna watch
Food,
the
right? You said you were good for food, yeah?
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, I couldn't
Yeah,
properly hear
okay.
you for a second, but yeah. No, I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
All right. Okay. So I'm going to resume the recording now. Okay. We're going to re-begin this this conversation. So the time is going to be 2:13 BST. Okay. I am Marshall Nova. And we're going to be continuing the interrogation of, if you just want to state your name again.
Yeah, it's Bruce Gotti, state ID 7980.
All right. So obviously we finished the recording, so you could have a little bit of a think. Is there anything you wanted to say off your chest now? Because you seemed pretty adamant that you were gonna go down what you originally said, right?
I mean, yeah. I got asked to make up things, to be honest, because I got asked to tell information that I don't have.
Okay, and that's fair enough, right? If you don't know, you genuinely don't know, right? Obviously, we do have to ask you questions in regards to your relationship with her, right? Obviously, you've already stated that you were business partners, yeah?
Yeah, she works at the battalion as a manager.
Okay.
So do I.
Yeah. So, obviously, how long have you worked together there?
Approximately a few weeks, a month's tops.
A month's tops, and obviously, how did you? Is that when you first met? Probably a rough time period. When would you say you first encounter with her was?
Start of August, end of July.
Start of August, end of August, start of July, end of August.
No. End of July, start of August.
Into the beginning of August. Okay, all right. Thank you for clarifying. Okay, and would you say you have regular contact with this person?
No, if we talk, it's purely about the business. She and I don't hang out outside of that. we have small chit talk about the weather if we meet at the battalion. I consider her friends, but nothing crazy. Not a good friend, not like a best friend, just a friend.
You did say that you occasionally speak about business, right? So does she call you about business?
About the battalion's business, yeah. If we have to get new hires on, if we have to reevaluate one of the hires, if someone's not been doing a good job, if someone has been doing a good job, ideas, potential new outfits or uniforms, stuff like that. Just like I said, business stuff about the battalion.
Okay, I want to get into when you obviously you picked her up. You stated that she seemed very erratic, very panicky. Would it be fair to say a word that would use? Yep. And you said she mentioned your name 24, 25 times, and just go to the apartments. Yeah. So you get to the apartments, right? Are you aware that she lives there?
I don't know if she has a house anywhere else or not. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, everyone kind of has a room at the apartments, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Did she tell you to wait at any point, or?
No. Like I said before, I was planning to just leave up until Marshal Dark stopped me and asked me to wait. And that's when she came running out, to my surprise. And then the rest ensued.
So let's actually go into that whole thing. So you're obviously there with Richard Dark. Richard Dark is having a conversation with you, and she runs out. Right, you're in your car. She's outside, and then she gets in your car. Right.
Yeah.
So what happens then?
Then we drive. I mean, there was about like 8 cop cars there. She continued to say booze for another 15 times while I was trying to,
So this, I guess, is what I'm saying, right? So you're having a conversation with Richard, right? Do you understand how a bit strange it is? You're just having a conversation, and she just runs in the car. I mean, you've got no reason to run, right?
I mean, obviously, she just fled away from whatever situation there was at prison, and the cops are after her for that. So obviously when she came running out, to my surprise, and she hopped in the car, I mean, at that point in time, like, my instincts told me to drive.
Yeah, like flight or what do you call it, response? Okay,
flight or flight.
Fight or flight, yeah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna end the recording here, and then if we decide to come back and revisit it, we'll come back and revisit it, right? All right. So just be a bit patient with us, and we'll come back and tell you what's going on. Okay. All right. I'm gonna end the recording at 2:18 BST. All right. Boop. All right. We'll be back in a minute. Okay.
Hey, Carmine.
You want to smoke?
No, thanks, I don't smoke.
He's even shot himself more in the foot.
That's probably why. Do you smoke, Carmine?
Yeah.
Go on.
That's probably why you couldn't catch
Well, he's
up on
actively
her.
admitted that he knew there was a situation in prison and that she fled from the prison, right?
Nah, it's definitely.
That's what he's just admitted.
Are you sucking on the cigarette without it being lit?
So it's just enhancing the further, belief that he knew something was going on.
I mean, listen, what am I, the police?
He knew exactly what was going on, so.
Yeah.
Was that not pre-established from the phone
recording's
conversation?
off.
Yeah. No, I know.
Yes and no.
You could argue it, but it depends on the context of. We don't know the details of the phone calls and arguments. Text.
I mean, you act like we know each other very well, Carmen.
How do you do it, bro? How do you do it?
Because if we knew the text, this is the problem. If we knew the text, we'd know the context, so we'd know whether that was substantial information or not.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how everyone feels here right now. We don't even have to push this charge today. We can
brush
just
your teeth, Carmine.
push the subpoenas and the warrant, that push the subpoenas, and
Because
then
it definitely doesn't
How
look
do
like
you-
you know.
How do
What's
you
the
live
thing,
life
right? With
having
trafficking,
two
there's no point
assholes,
jumping the gun this
Bruce?
early because we could get
One
2
on
for
your
1.
ass,
Yeah.
and the other on your mouth. You're so full of shit.
What do you think, Rich?
Mine.
that was original.
All that shit you're talking all the time.
We're gonna do. We've kind of got to do
Are you
the
saying
same
next
that we do
original joke
for
gonna be about my mom or?
We're just trying to help your stupid
whatever we do
ass.
for.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we'll do
got
for
a
Liam. We're gonna
vodka?
do for him.
It's a nice car.
And that's
Do you mean
good. What,
Thank you.
You mean send them on hold?
Your mother happy part about that vodka?
it depends what. It depends what Dakota
don't
wants to do
know.
because
If
it's their
he's still-
case.
if-
So
if he's
whatever they
still
want to do
around,
for
I don't know.
Aaliyah is what we got to do for
Have to
him.
do for him. Yeah, okay.
What you think your
Okay.
mother would think of you right now, Bruce?
Probably not a lot.
It's
she's
just
dead.
that's just my
You
opinion. Is
Italian?
I don't
Oh,
think you've got
I
enough
can-
to rate
Is that
him
what you're
at
doing?
this moment in time.
Is
But I
this
don't
your
think
last
you've
show?
got enough to hold.
No,
him.
I agree. Yeah.
I mean,
I reckon we
this-
could
this
push
is
a
this
subpoena,
relationship
but-
because she lost Dogtown.
Yeah, you definitely got grounds for subpoenas.
I didn't
and
lose
submit
nothing,
to
Bruce.
month-long conversations. So
Don't
there's your
you
scope.
dare bring up dog.
What's the time frame on a subpoena? Well,
It's
how
none
quick
of
can we get one?
Fucking business.
Depends on the judge.
Shit.
Depends
You're
on the
lucky
judge,
this
yeah.
recording's
Like you could
off.
get a subpoena done within 30 minutes
Are you hungry?
if you have a judge around.
Bruce, you hungry?
The things
You
that
are?
you've got going against you is none of the guns were his, right?
Sure.
In her
Mhm.
possession.
So why'd you
Uh,
kill your mother?
You know.
I didn't kill her.
So-
What the fuck?
I'm just joshing. I'm just joshing.
I mean, if she
We know
ends
you
up
didn't
being
kill your mother.
empty, then I think you've got.
I mean,
You know, you
I don't
gotta
think
tell,
you can go any
right?
further, right? If she's full,
I gotta tell.
Yeah, it's the way your left eye twitches.
What is Carmine doing in
You
there?
gotta work on that, bros.
I don't know.
What is she doing in there?
Conversing.
I think it's just
He's
keeping
not on
him
record or
company.
anything, so.
Kinda hindsight it.
Judge your marshal's hands.
Well,
Hey, marshals, we got the search warrant signed.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Okie
Okay.
dokie.
All right. What's the plan with Aaliyah at the minute? Is it just
She's
waiting
got a
for a
lawyer on the
lawyer.
way. Someone woke up and is coming to cell rep.
Oh, fantastic.
The plan is to send her up for a 12-hour hold and then go through with this warrant. That's her lawyer. If Lando, if you can go let him in. Hi, Sage.
Who's Lando?
Watson.
Lando, can you? Yeah,
go
yes,
let the
you go.
lawyer
Let him
Okay, okay.
The
I'm
lawyer.
gonna send up
Of course.
Lando. He's gonna need a ride to clock in as a lawyer as well.
I need to what?
Clock in as a lawyer. You
Is
can
he gonna
take him
go
to
for
do
that?
that. He needs a ride from you to do that. I think to the courthouse.
Oh, okay, courthouse. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
see.
go with you, Lando.
All right, an officer's gonna come help you.
Okay, so Dakota, are you gonna want? Listen,
We'll
I mean,
need
this.
you.
Oh
Yes,
yeah, they're
for
coming
it.
up to meet you in the lobby.
Yeah, we'll definitely help out.
Okay.
But in terms of we're gonna leave this in your hands. So obviously we're just helping out wherever we can. Because, but in terms of Bruce, we we agree with you guys 100%. Accessory to weapons trafficking for him.
Okay.
Yeah. He hasn't given over any more information that's of necessity, but I'll get that recording and stuff together for you.
You think we
but-
should give him accessory instead of accomplice?
Sorry. Wait. What did I say?
Accomplice is if you're on scene. Accessory is if you're not.
You said accessory.
You said accessory.
I mean,
It should be accomplice.
you want my
Yeah.
honest opinion,
Yes,
Mhm.
obviously.
right? So
Yes,
I
Marshall,
think
that's
that-
tall.
I think you
Ugh,
could
I'm
push it
so
now,
cooked,
right? But I think you're probably better waiting for the subpoenas to come through, right? Because you've got so many days to push this charge, right? Just because you're pushing it on her right now doesn't mean you have to push it on him. Right. And if you look at the grand scope of it, right, none of the guns were this guy's, right? Do I honestly believe from everything that I've seen and heard that this guy's going to have a shitload of weapons? I don't believe so, right? I believe he might be involved in assisting her, in materially aiding her by escaping or attempting to escape, right? So inherently that is an accomplice to whatever crime she's committed.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think waiting for the subpoena and getting some more concrete evidence of communications and bank transfers and stuff might tip this over the line for him, right? Rather than pushing this right now. I don't know how you guys feel about it.
Was Carmine the one who brought him in, right? Because I gotta talk to him.
Yeah.
'cause he has. Oh, Carmine, come here for a
There
second.
he is.
Hey guys.
Did he have an illegal firearm on him?
No, it's licensed to him.
Okay, so then we wouldn't be charging him with criminal possession.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You'd be potentially looking at conspiracy as well, depending on the subpoena.
She sink him in the ship. She say anything about him?
We haven't
She hasn't
interrogated her
talked
yet.
yet. She only wants.
Still
She's
waiting on
not
a
speaking
lawyer.
without a lawyer, so we have one
Oh
coming.
my god.
There's one
The
on the
person
way.
who speaks 1,000 words a minute refuses to speak now. The irony.
All right. So right now his charges are just reckless evading and accomplice to weapons trafficking.
Do you not have him for conspiracy then? He's on the radio with the other guy that got arrested now.
Yeah, he admitted
He
to
also
calling for
texted.
backup. He admitted in the interrogation to calling for backup. So
he admitted to being an accomplice.
Yeah, he admitted to texting her.
He's
didn't
100% getting accomplice to weapons
He
trafficking.
said verbatim, he knew she was fleeing from the prison and that she was running, and that when she came out of the apartment and got in the car, it was a fight or flight response, right? He knew she was in trouble. So he knew exactly, and he's even admitted that he,
Know about the gun.
he knew about the
Yes.
original gun. Yeah. Yeah. He's
so him
claiming
knowing
that.
these facts.
So, I mean, I'm going to be honest, based on what you're telling me,
Alright,
do
send
we
her
even
away.
need any other evidence? He admitted that he showed up.
I could get a leader to
you're
talk,
good.
guys. I could get her to talk.
I mean, I don't think you do in hindsight. I just think, the subpoenas would probably shore it up unless you're doing it as part of a bigger investigation. Like I say, it's your baby. However
To
you
be
wanna do
honest,
it.
this just fell into our lap out of absolutely nowhere. So it's not like
Yeah.
there was any.
You can get the. You can. I mean, you've got discovery for the subpoenas and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I think we charge him with accomplice and send him up on a 12-hour hold, and we
And
go
it-
interrogate her. She's been waiting for like an hour at this point.
Yeah, well, I guess
the
the
lawyers
main
are
thing
really
would
on
be he has. Wait, is this the guy that has a bunch of properties?
No,
No.
that's
No.
Oh, it's the other guy. Okay.
that's the guy
That's someone
who's
that just one
gun.
of the guns she
Oh.
has comes back to. It's,
But we're gonna have to write a
that's
warrant for
separate.
that guy too because he did not report his firearm stolen.
Oh, I
Yeah,
was
that's-
talking to the
that's
marshal.
separate.
You want to write one for that one?
I think it'd be best to leave it.
Yep, that's what they said.
Don't write a warrant for the guy.
I'm thinking if you write that warrant, all those properties are going to change names within a week, and then you'll be
Well-
back to square one.
Well, I think the purpose. I mean, the second he starts writing the warrant, all those properties get locked down. No, I didn't think you were going to.
No,
not a
we
search
can't-
warrant.
Yeah, we can't rate it off of that.
Just a
Arrest warrant for negligent ownership.
Oh, then
Yeah.
no, I wouldn't do that. Yeah.
All right, I think that's actually not a bad approach then to just let that slide then.
Then you
Hey,
can at least
Crystal.
monitor it, and then it might pop up later, and then you get further information to crack down.
Yeah, at least we know who this guy is, because I
Yeah.
had no idea who he was, and then all of a sudden he's got 100 properties.
We could investigate.
We
Well,
could.
did you check in evidence
Don't
if there's
ever
more
see me
firearms of
deputy.
his that have been recovered?
No, but
Oh my! Oh wait, 1, 2. I see 3.
that have been recovered.
I see 3 of his firearms, or 3 that come back to the same issue ID and evidence.
Oh.
And none of them
One-
reported stolen?
One of
Only
them
one-
was.
Only
One.
one was ever reported stolen and retrieved. If there's 2 more, then I gotta argue that you probably have enough. Then that's 2 guns on top of this. Will be a
where
third
is
one.
this from?
I think we need to go interrogate this girl.
Yeah, that needs to
Yeah.
be done first. Go
Is the
ahead.
lawyer here?
Yeah.
He should be.
apparently.
He's
Didn't-
with Lando.
Okay.
I think we just push accomplice on this guy now and send him up.
Okay, I agree with you.
Yeah, I think you've got the grounds for it, right? That interrogation tape is pretty damning. So
Yeah. We
We
get
also
that
need her
put in as soon as
apartment
possible.
number.
Yeah. Well, no, we have to take her. I would say we need to take her with us when we go to raid that stuff.
Should we do it at the same time, or are you gonna?
'Cause
Are we
don't
doing this raid tonight?
You don't have to take her with
You
you.
don't have to take her with you.
She just needs to tell
Is
us
it-
her apartment number.
is it
Or
not
is it
just
you?
if they
That's our
give
lawyer.
consent?
What's up, the entire city? What's up,
Well,
guys?
yeah. if they
Found the
give
lawyer.
Hi,
consent-
Sage.
Hello,
Yeah.
hello.
No,
Sage Carter,
the
attorney
entire
at law,
city's
Shift
in
Zero
your
Law
mom's
Firm.
house.
Okay, great. We'll come over here, Sage. We'll have a word with you real
Alrighty.
quick.
Nobody heard
I'm
that
coming
joke,
over
I
here because I
guess.
want to see his face.
No, I think we all did. We just chose to ignore it, Carmine.
Hello.
Oh yeah, it was a real zinger.
Thank you. Okay, so
Hello, beautiful.
accomplish. Let's get the show on the road. I guess I don't think we need to ask that guy any more
Carmine,
questions.
you stay with the marshals because I'm sure they love having you with them.
Yeah, we love Carmine here. What do you mean?
Yeah, it's like Make a Wish.
He's a cop. He's great.
You know that
Go on.
I am the.
Don't hesitate.
Reform.
Go on.
You look old in the face.
I know. I am old, and you look like. Oh.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So so I've never done this before, guys.
That's what he said.
Done what? Never done what?
So first things first, I need to lock down his properties.
Whoa. What are you on about?
Whoa.
He's getting accomplished for a capital offense. Supposed to lock down the properties and push a warrant,
trafficking
right?
is a capital level offense, is it?
Isn't it?
I don't think
What are you looked at? Why are you looking at properties for?
Because he's being accused of accomplice of weapons trafficking, which would suggest that he could have a part in her weapons.
Forget that, right, Carmine? What reason do you have to believe that there are further weapons in his properties, right? I get that he helped her.
You're making a lot of sense, but procedure doesn't use logic. We're robots.
Yeah. I know. It's when you
even if it doesn't make sense, I just do it.
You got those arms on that lever and you just up and down, you know. It feels like it, but it's just not there, Carmine. I wish
1
it was.
+ 1 = 2 if accomplice
Yeah.
of. So what do I do with him? I just
Come on, Carmine.
You got this.
This is the big case. This is the big one, man. This is the one that can get you to full officer, man.
Unravel, yeah.
Okay.
This is it.
So
this is it.
For the offense of accomplice to weapons trafficking, he
Mm-hmm.
will be put on hut until we get the subpoena answers, and then later we take it to the docket where a judge tells him he's a loser.
You were doing so well.
Almost.
You were doing so well.
What did I miss, OG? What part did I miss?
Okay. There is, okay, listen. When you send someone for what is this? What are these called now? Hag charges,
Bail.
which are these are called hag charges now, right? I'm right about that, right? Okay, Carmine, you really. Ooh. Let me find you the right so you can read this in the future. What's the legislation called? Because I think you should know what the right legislation is. It is due process and jurisprudence. Yep, that one.
Jurisprudence.
Jurisprudence.
I can say.
Oh no, it's not. It doesn't count as a hag charge. Weapons trafficking.
It's only
it's
weapons
not
manufacturing.
Yeah, weapons manufacturing is not a hag charge. Okay, so yeah, so you don't need to actually do it for this one. So for this, it's just gonna be you just need to send them up on a 12-hour hold. So, you know how to do a hold, right?
I'm not gonna be around tomorrow.
You know you can do it for more than 24 hours. 12 hours. You can go up to 72 because it's an investigative hold.
I'm not gonna.
I don't know whether that's what
tomorrow. Isn't that gonna be a
they.
problem?
No, it shouldn't.
This is not.
No, it shouldn't
This
be.
is not.
Do you know what I just realized?
Yeah.
How are we articulating intent to distribute?
I don't think it's. Hold on.
Yeah,
Weapons
weapons.
trafficking.
So yeah, we're running
stockpiling, wouldn't
listen.
it?
Yeah, this is more stockpiling.
Oh shit! Yeah.
This
good
is
point.
what you've got, right? So this is what we have to do because you haven't.
You're
got intent
assuming
to
at that
distribute
point,
it.
aren't you? Yeah.
This is an
I've no
assumption,
context
yeah.
to the case.
Wait, doesn't it
Okay.
say and/or the possession of 6 or more firearms?
No.
That's stockpiling, I think.
It's the unlawful transportation of a large quantity of any firearm, regardless of classification, blah blah blah. With
No. Yeah. And then it says, intent to distribute can be inferred through circumstances surrounding the discovery of the firearms or a pattern of behavior of the suspects, including a large sum of money and or the possession of 6 or more firearms. So, in other words, intent to distribute can be inferred through circumstances through the discovery of the firearms
Oh my god.
or the possession of 6 or more firearms.
I
So
want
it's
an
like-
apology, Dark. You literally said what I just said, but you said it in a way that was better worded. I
Exactly.
literally just said
Yeah, I guess I
Dark.
just got. It must have been changed for when I had PTSD from the last one because I remember this has happened before.
Oh yeah, this most charges are a little bit amended now.
So it's
guys,
basically saying that intent to distribute is like, as long as you have 6 or more firearms, they're saying that is intent to distribute, right?
It's literally like what I said. Literally, like.
Carmine, listen, if you had said that, then maybe I'd agree with you, but you didn't say that at all, Carmine. I didn't even, you didn't say anything. You just went,
Okay, dude. Okay.
Seatboard. Me.
Okay, well, accomplished to weapons trafficking. If it's not a hag charge and we're not, what do I do?
So we can put them on investigative holds for up to 24 hours. So we can do that
Do
without.
we need more evidence for this?
No.
We don't. So that's why I want to get clarification on why they want to why they want to put them on a hold, like, period, right?
We could just wait. Is this a catch and release then, or do we not do that?
No.
That's what I want to get clarification on from Helen. Not Helen. Who the fuck is Helen? Heather and Dakota.
Jurisprudence. Add that to the list
You
of
got
things
it.
I can say and Dark can't.
We could go for the investigative hold to try and get the
phones
the phone subpoena. We could do that. Because that could give us more evidence. To try and get
So-
it. But do we need it, like, to push the charge? Probably not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
So-
everything he said in there, dead to rights on. Why accomplice and not accessory? Can someone explain that to me?
Because he was, like, present during the incident.
It's depending on their presence.
Oh, so it's not a
It's in the
intent if he
definition.
knows. So it doesn't
Yeah.
matter if he knows or not what she's doing, so long as he helps her.
As long as
through
he's
it?
there, yeah.
Yes.
If he joined in later on, then it would be the other one.
So why isn't it felony? I've already asked.
So
this.
so the reason why it's accomplice and not accessory is he had active knowledge that there was a weapon at the prison. There was a weapon in the glove box of her car, right? So he knew there was a firearm that had been placed there. Whether he knew it was on a person or not is irrelevant. But he then
there's a
stated
lawyer here.
that
Hey, I
he
gotta
then
do some of the
stated
greatest
that
job
she
ever.
was in the car, right, and that he knew she was fleeing the cops. So he's on scene. He knows she's got weapons.
Okay.
There you go.
Nah, not my blood.
Oh. Hey,
Pushing other charges.
What's up?
Sorry, Heather,
Go
you
ahead,
go first.
Marshall.
Oh, okay. So you mentioned a 12-hour hold. Is it what do you want that hold for? Do you want it for, like, anything else for that guy, or do you just want us to, like, get him processed for the accomplice for weapons trafficking?
Yeah, so it's gonna go up on the docket either way. So he'll get reckless evading and he'll get accomplice to weapons trafficking. So the hold will be for the accomplice, but you can send him up, and I will work on the docket posting because he'll need a bail hearing. The docket posting has to go up in. How long do we have to put it up? 18 hours.
Okay, so this is weapons trafficking falls into this weird little gap because it's not a hag charge.
Oh, it's not.
It's not?
It's not. It's
Oh,
not a hag
perfect.
charge.
It's well,
Is it a
we're
straight
not-
up hold?
No.
That's,
I think it's.
this is what I
think
mean. It's like it's a weird gap
Let
that
me
I
call
don't know.
Bailey and see if he's still awake.
It's a weird
If
little
it's not
gap.
a hag charge, what is it? Because it's
It's
Yeah,
got
it's
no
it doesn't
time
have
and
time and
fine.
fine.
Yeah.
Oh, it is a hag charge.
And it doesn't say in the
It's not-
charge.
It's not listed under hags under the legislation.
What's
I'm pretty sure
hag
as well, 'cause-
legislation titled?
Due process and jurisprudence.